California Interagency Incident Commander Rocky Opliger.
Really a lot of hard work from the folks that have been out there running day and night. And we're going to give you an update on what's going to go in the fire. This has actually all been lined. We had the slop over that was in there, but spotted over. The crews got in there. They did line that, and we did not have to go back and burn back towards Miller, which is a good thing. And they've actually turned the corner, and the plan now, based on all the conditions and the fire behavior and the fact that we don't have a lot of fire out there but interior, we're actually going to go direct on this thing and not have to fire Arroyo Seco and all this out. And this would have been very difficult. So what's happening, our biggest concern with that wind, and you know, as we said, when did we do this? About a week ago, we had to start firing from Chews Ridge, working back towards the LP Dam, start firing this buffer because every indication was showing at some point we're going to get winds that are going to try to breach that line. As we saw the spot fire, it did cross over, and we had gusts of 40 miles an hour. We showed actual runs that ran towards the line. When we got those northwest winds, we had the run that went about 4 miles where we were able to get in Church Ranch and actually put some fire and protect those structures. And we actually show video that every single structure was protected. The English cabin was entirely protected, and tan bark, every structure was protected. We went in and did, Deputy IC went, or the IC from the Southwest flew today, and we confirmed all of that. And we have boots on the ground, people on the ground to confirm that, and they're now actively working and mopping up anything around there. And so that's really good news. But we still have the fire that's in here. The plan is we can't access, and we've had crews in here. We're now going to access right here off the Tasahara Road. The fire is bumped up against. We're actually going to go direct line, and we're going to direct line all this. And where it's gone into French Creek, it's held there, has not crossed over. While we're working this piece, we'll support this with aviation to prevent it from coming down and working back towards Tasahara. And we feel real good with what we're doing, that our plan is to get this contained. On the south end, folks have worked, I think our ops will be in tonight. He's telling me that we'll be calling probably up into here contained and picking up, and eventually it looks like to be here. It hasn't moved in at least 14 days. We have no heat. We're spending a lot of time. There's places we can't physically put people in here, but we have the equipment and technology to go in there and do infrared to see any heat signatures, and these little dots are heat signature, and what we're seeing is interior heat. We're seeing nothing or very little along the edge. We'll watch that diligently, but we're at the point that, again, none of this has moved since on the 12th of September when it made a 2-mile run, and we show no to little heat signature over the entire interior of the burn. If you go out there, you saw a little bit of smoke today. We did have an island down off here, Piney Creek, that burned back into the black. It was totally surrounded. It was going nowhere. It was an isolated pocket of green. That's probably going to occur the next month. To call this thing 100% contained, it's going to take a season and the event of the rain. But the chance after we complete what we're going to do in the next several days, and with the team coming in behind us, the chance, the probability of this thing ever possibly getting out is very, very, very minute. You might see some interior burning, but they'll continue the resources to pick anything. And it's why we chose, after meeting with the ranger, all the operational personnel, really made the right decision at the right time now with how successful we've been, is not to have to burn this all out. Well, we could have done this fairly easy around Arroyo Seco. This gets very difficult when you see the brush and the trains that in there that we can't actually put folks. And we literally would have had to coordinate our helicopter firing. Could we do it? Probably, yes. Do we risk the chance of it spotting? Yes. Do we have the probability that we could hold it? Yes. But do we really need to take that risk when right now the fire's in a position that we can actually deal with it and don't see us adding to that condition by adding fire? There's a time that we need to do it. This was the right decision. Right now, the right decision is to go direct. So that's what our plan. We've met with the forest. We've met with our cooperators. I've contacted, at least from the federal side, the regional office on what our strategy and tactics are going to be, and that's going to be the plan to not put you at further risk, or certainly if we would have fired that, we would have had to initiate an evacuation order. And so that's just an incredible job of all the firefighters that are from all over the country that are here. We got crews from Alaska, we got personnel from Florida, we we even have people that were from Southern California, right? So yeah, look at this. We had to bring our contingent from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So it's really been the collaborative effort. And what you're seeing now, start seeing a downsizing of equipment. We'll still have a presence in here with some engines, helicopters, crews. You'll slowly see that presence going away as we continue to gain our containment objectives and really put this fire in a position to not be an impact to certainly this community or certainly any others. So, and you know, at day 65, that's kind of a good thing to say. And so, on the other side of that, I was reminded by my ranger here that with the team coming in, at the end of their tenure, our team's back up again. So he says, you know, you better put this out or you're going to be returning, and you know, we're going to have to be back in here again. So.